That's my mouth doing that. That's not the whammy pedal that I have on the floor. What's up, everyone, and welcome to FAQ number 108. Today is the International Coffee Day. Holy shit, I had no idea there was such a day, but then I watched the calendar, it's like, ah. So what is so special about an International Coffee Day when you're drinking coffee every other day? I have no idea. All right, I'm gonna start off this FAQ with a little sad statement. Can you see my counter here? You know, the sub counter that's been a part of my FAQs and videos for a pretty long time. Not a long time, probably a couple of months. But now it has ceased to work. YouTube had changed its way of counting subscribers, and unfortunately that means that Social Blade and other websites are not working as intended. So this is what I see right now. And I'm not gonna see when there's a +1 or a -1, it just says around 392K subscribers. So yeah, this counter is useless now. Perfect. See ya. No shit. You know, actually, this was really expensive. I'm gonna put it back. Anthony Doris, you should have Matt Heaphy Trivium on Coffee with Ola. Yes, I definitely should have Matt Heaphy on Coffee with Ola. I've actually reached out to him if there's any opportunities where we get to meet, like if Trivium is touring in Sweden or if Matt will go to NAMM. Now, unfortunately, Matt is not going to NAMM and Trivium is not touring at the moment. So, I mean, we'll make it happen whenever there's an opportunity for that. But as of right now, we don't have anything planned at all. I actually went into one of Matt's Twitch streams the other day and he was so nice. He made me like a VIP guy and, you know, it was just really, really awesome. And he, you know, he showed me his setup live in front of like a lot of other people, which was cool. And yeah, seems like a really awesome dude and I would love to have a coffee with him. If the opportunity arises, it will most definitely happen. Okay, good. Hi Ola, I know you're not a fan of metalcore genre, but as I lay dying release a new album after many years, do you hear it? What do you think about the controversy around Tim Lambesis and their return to the stages? Do you believe in the second chances? All right, so in before this video, just now, an hour ago, I listened to the new As I Lay Dying album. I'm not that familiar with them in the past, or if they have any singles or, you know, hit songs or anything like that. It's, you know, a band that I consider being in a metalcore genre, and being in the metalcore genre is not something I necessarily listen to a lot. But I did listen to the new album and it has a lot of really sick-ass riffs on it, I must say, and some really tasty leads as well. You know what? I actually, even though it's not up my alley, I quite enjoyed listening to the album and it sounds really good. Me just getting this question was not actually reason enough for me to listen to the album. As I Lay Dying are playing here this coming week. And I will have a coffee with Nick Heaphy, the guitar player of As I Lay Dying. So I'm really looking forward to that, and I'm doing my homework, so to say, right now. And listening to those leads, man, they're really tasty leads. So that's a huge plus in my book right there. And the controversy around Tim Lambesis and their return to the stages. If you want to know more about this, you can probably Google this, but Tim Lambesis spent time in jail of a crime where he allegedly tried to hire a hitman on his wife. He was proven guilty and did his time actually, so now he's out. I guess there's a lot of controversy of As I Lay Dying continuing on with Tim. I personally don't care, but I imagine a lot of other people probably are caring a lot because people need stuff to care about these days. And you know, if they can't really be unhappy about things, let's just find something to be unhappy about. I guess it's very subjective of if you think it's cool or not. Personally, I don't care as long as they, you know, they deliver music to their fans and they keep on playing. Who does it hurt, really? So I don't personally mind it, but I guess a lot of people would. So yeah, there you go. I definitely believe in second chances, by the way, unless it's like, you know, pedophilia or something like that. Cosmic Surfer, I never got the live stream jam notification. I hope you do it again soon. All right, good call. This is a perfect time for me to let you know that you should click the bell notification bell to get the notifications of me doing a live stream. I tried to do everything that was possible before, like scheduling the live stream and all that, doing as much as I could to get people to know that I had this live stream. And a lot of people showed up, but apparently that was not enough. So if you want to be certain to not miss out on the next live stream, go click that bell notification bell down there. Next time I'll probably do like a Master of the Universe playthrough live thing on YouTube. So there you go. Thank you so much. Also, make sure that you're still subscribed to my channel because YouTube fucks people over. Lord Bacchus, please address the lack of bass guitars in your lineup. Thank you so much for that question, but no. Joe's 2000. Hi, Positive Ola. I'm a father of a 1-year-old daughter. I'm a long-time watcher and I've seen you include your little girl from time to time. Super cute. Can you share some fatherhood advice so I can raise my daughter as well as you have? Oh yeah, and that purple burl looks fully sick, mate. Cheers from Melbourne. Ooh, you mean this? The purple burl? Purple burl. It is insane, I must say. I have to stop my swearing so I don't have to edit out that much. Regarding raising your daughter, I mean, there's no brain science. Love takes you very, very far. Hug your kids, love your kids, do everything with them, and, you know, show your support. But most of all, just hug your kids and give them love. And I think everything will be sorted out in the end. Try to make them as nice as you can. If they manage to become, you know, really kind and nice people when they grow up, I think I've done my part. The world needs more people that are kind to each other. So, I don't know, just shower them with love. That will help. That will help for sure. Aris Koskinas, why did you sell Kemper and keep AX8? For mix in home, does the plugins are as good as AX8? Okay, so I didn't necessarily sell the Kemper in favor of the AX8, but if you would compare the two, the Kemper and the AX8, the Kemper is a good unit. It's a standalone unit, blah, blah, blah. But if I would bring that on tour, I would still need some sort of a controller unit, which is one more extra thing that I need to bring with me on tour. The AX8, for instance, it has all of that in one. It has, you know, the awesome amp simulation from the bigger AX8X2, and it also has the foot controller in it. So for me personally, I just want as little things as possible to bring with me on tour. I just want, you know, a smaller and smaller and smaller rig. And if you have a Kemper and then a extra floor unit, I know now Kemper has a floor unit, like a dedicated powered floor unit, and that's great. Right now I'm pretty happy with my AX8. I would probably go the FM3 route that Fractal are releasing, whenever they are releasing it, I'm not sure when. I'm just trying to make my setup as small as convenient as I can. So about the plugins, for mixing at home, I think at this point, yes, I think that plugins are equally good as modeling, because now we're kind of like on the same level regarding the modeling aspect of it all. But I wouldn't say it was like this up until Neural started to release their plugins, and, you know, the Fortin stuff, and now the Plini plugin. I think they sound absolutely kick-ass. And I would go as far to say that they are probably better sounding than the modeler units. But with that said, there's still the input lag of connecting yourself to an audio interface. Oh, that's a piece of hair flying around. And then go into Logic or whatever. So the feel of playing is a lot better still on the Kemper and the AX8 than it is for when you use plugins. In a computer, tube amplifiers are still the best thing. The best response, best everything, basically. But plugins are excellent these days. I'm actually using plugins to do my clinics nowadays when I go out and do clinic tours and stuff like that. I think we're very spoiled right now where we can have all these different options depending on the situation we're in. And it's just an amazing era to live in if you're a guitar player right now. So there you go. Thank you so much. Ola tasting shit. Okay, so I haven't done this in a while. Ola tasting shit. It's not a secret that I absolutely hate root beer and that root beer sucks. I think everyone with a normal mind think that root beer sucks. Just don't leave my channel because I said that. But one guy said that, okay, but if you don't like root beer, but you like ginger ale, what do you think about ginger beer? Should be good, right? Half and half, Jamaican style. So that's what's happening right now. Ginger beer. I think that as long as it doesn't say root anywhere, I think it's okay and fine. Or Dr. Pepper. So let's try it. Ginger beer. This is Grace from Jamaican style. This is good. Ooh, there's a lot of ginger. That's nice, man. I like that. Actually tastes a little bit like when you're doing ginger tea. and you sit and drink that when you have a cold or something like that. It kind of gives the same feel in your throat, which is good. I like this. Ginger beer, shit. That I can definitely recommend, okay? KG, hola sir, what would you recommend? Neuro DSP, Amplitude, or Positive Grid, or anyone else? Okay, this goes together with the last question I had. I would definitely go with Neural DSP. They are on the top of their game right now. I think they make the most excellent plugins. I also think that STL is really good. I think the other ones, they need to catch up and do something new if they want to, stay in the game, to be honest. So Neural DSP and STL, I think, are great at the moment. They're probably the best right now. Doom Root, hi Ola, when will the new Feared album be released? You're Anna Penkasakov. Oh shit, it's Anna Penkasakov. What's up? Did you change your YouTube name? Regarding a Feared album be released, I mentioned it once that I am probably writing another Feared album, and people are now already asking when the album's released. I have no idea. I just started writing for the album. I don't have any plans. You have to chill a little bit. Let me do my thing. Let me be the artist, and eventually there will be an album coming. And don't pressure me, man. I hate pressure. But I love you, Anna Penkasakov. What's up? Dalton Arnold. Hey Ola, would you ever form another band or join a new project? It's a good question. At this point, I don't think I want to join another project or another band, for instance. I've toyed with the idea because I do receive offers to join bands every now and then. And that actually made me think to myself, do I actually want to join a bigger band that is touring a lot? To be honest, I don't think so. Because I don't like being out on tour for, longer periods of time. I like being home, I like doing this. Because if I'm on tour, I can't really create any content. I can't be with my kids all the time. This right here is the perfect solution. I'm like in a perfect middle ground, I would say now. I'm still in a band, I'm in The Haunted, that is occasionally playing and touring, but it's not taking over my world right now. So I think I'm in a really good setting right now where I probably wouldn't change or join any other projects in that sense. Now, if I would find someone that I just love working with, I would create a project. I mean, Delta and I working for another solo album, that would most likely happen. And other than that, I'll just do my Feared and the Haunted and my solo stuff at this point at least. And then, you never know. I don't like saying I would never do anything because, I know that my opinion changes this quick. So who knows in the future, we'll see. But as of right now, I feel that I don't really need another band or anything like that. Chroman741, hi Ola, do you record your guitars at home? Can you show us your recording chain? Thanks. Okay, so if you're a new viewer and not really up to speed with how I'm recording myself or what I'm using for my rig and setup. So if I record a guitar for an album, for instance, I go the simple route that I record a DI signal, which is the direct input signal of a guitar. Let me show you here. A DI signal sounds like this. And I record my guitar tracks with a DI signal, and usually I have some sort of Audition plugin so I can hear myself how it sounds through a distorted plugin, for instance. And then when I have those guitars, usually I use an audio interface, just like this one, for instance, the UAD Arrow. I plug in my guitar in here, I record it in Logic Pro X, and that's it basically. And with that DI track, I can either use a plugin to get this type of sound, or I can reamp through my audio interface into a real amplifier, and the whole rig kind of thing. That's probably the best and most efficient way for me to record guitars. I'm really liking this setup and how easy it is to track songs now. I can bring this, on tour, and I can continue tracking while I'm out traveling as long as I have this and my guitar. And it's very convenient, very efficient way of being able to track stuff. So I'm a very big fan of doing it this way. Other people might do it through a DI box or directly through your amplifier if you with a microphone and all of that. It all depends on your situation or for what application you're doing this for. When I'm recording my amp demos, for instance, my guitar is hooked up to an amplifier and the microphone gets recorded to Logic Pro, and that's it basically. So that's a totally different approach right there, because then I'm recording the amped signal and cabinet through a microphone. So it all depends on the application a little bit. If I'm writing music, I go DI, I record through this or my Apogee, and that's it. For the day. All right, so for riff for today, let's just do that intro riff I did. You're black as my wife. You're black as my white. Otherwise, you're black as my wife. Yeah, it's basically like this. Very simple. Okay, let me show you. Let me show that to you. So it goes like this. Oh, let me put up my leg like that, like an asshole. This is drop C. It's a standard D guitar with a drop C, by the way. You start with this, open chord. Then you have these on the 4 last strings here. Beautiful chord, I love this. But the coolest thing about this is when you pull out a whammy pedal and you do it like this. Cool, huh? So it basically just shifts the signal 2 octaves up. So you have this. And Dimebag was a frequent user of the whammy pedal. So that's the riff for today. Let's do it again. Great. Riff for today. Metalhead Blues. What do you do besides guitar and music related stuff for fun? So I don't think it's a secret that I'm a big fan of video games, and I am playing a lot more games now in the past 2 or 3 months, thanks to my members actually, who got me back into multiplayer games. So now I'm playing multiplayer games with my members, my YouTube members on Discord. And it's a lot of fun actually. I'm playing Sea of Thieves, Mordau, what else, Quake. But other than that, it's basically just spend time with my family, doing family things. And that's it basically. I like photography a little bit. But you know what, this thing that I'm doing with YouTube and, you know, doing this, it's also some sort of a hobby of mine. And, you know, it's entangled, even though it's my working situation, it is a hobby of mine. So, you know, it's all entangled, and that's why it's so easy for me to work a lot of it, because I just really like doing it. So, there you go. Thank you. Dead End Studios. Hey, Olatastic. Have you or do you dime score your picks or just handle them with care like Traveling Wilbury? I'm not sure what you mean by Traveling Wilbury, but he's referring to what Dimebag did with his guitar picks, which was basically just having a dart dragged over it with X's and whatnot, just to make the grip a little bit better. I never really had a problem with me, you know, losing the grip of my guitar picks. And nowadays, I mean, like this one, the Ultix Jazz 3, the text is somehow sharp, so it gives a little bit of a surface that keeps the guitar pick, you know, fixed in between your fingers. So I don't really think I need to, you know, dart my guitar picks just to make them stay in my fingers. I didn't really have that much sweat when I was playing. So there you go. The Chaos Candle. You won't lose your audience when you lose your hair. We aren't that superficial. Thank you so much. But you are superficial. You are very superficial. I see you. Kevin Hernandez. Hola, hola. Are you related to your old Scarpoint bandmate Henrik Englund, or am I just being racist? Yes, unfortunately, you are a racist. But yeah, I'm not related to Henrik in any way. And I mean, Englund, it's not the most common Swedish last name, but you know, there's the actor Robert Englund, and you know, Terror on Elm Street. And there's also Tom Englund, the singer of Evergrey. We're not related or anything like that, even though I wish I was related to him because he's an excellent guitar player and singer. But yeah, you're just being a racist. There you go. Thank you, racist Kevin. Michael Macasiano. Hey, Ola, are there any games you're looking forward to? So many games right now. Thanks. You're the best. Yeah, there is actually one game that I'm really looking forward to. Other than the games that you just mentioned before, I also play Gears 5. But there's one game that I'm really looking forward to play. And it's this one. Look what I did there. There's a camera up there. Huh? Ola, always surprising. Yeah, so just before I start recording this FAQ, these came in the mail. So I figured I would do something new. You know, unbox therapy. Have you seen that? It's great. So I'm gonna do a sped up unboxing of the new Nintendo Switch Lite. You know, my son has been hogging my regular Nintendo Switch. So I thought I would get one of these for myself. And this is the new small one. Oh, right in the... Look at that. Holy shit. There it is, man. Dude, that feels great. It's actually not that much smaller than the regular Switch. This is pretty stupid. I never actually thought of this, but when you buy a game like this and you open it up, look at that, it's so puny. What the hell? There you go, Link's Awakening. Live unboxing on old Englund's stupid channel. So there you go. Thank you so much. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to playing the Link's Awakening game. It's basically a remake of the Game Boy Zelda that came out a long time ago. I played that one, but I've most obviously forgotten about it, so I'm really looking forward to playing this remake. Life Once Lived. How do you like Dean but not Music Man guitar? I like Bot and have owned both, but Music Man destroys Dean guitars. So okay, so in the latest FAQ I said that I tried a Ernie Ball guitar, a John Petrucci one, and I didn't like it. And you know, that was just one guitar. It might have been a lemon, and you know what? Maybe that guitar wasn't for me, and that's what it's all about. Guitars are very subjective and fits different type of people. That's kind of like the point of having all these brands and amazing guitar, because you know, not every guitar speaks to you. But I'm still ready to be blown away by another Ernie Ball guitar. I just want to try, I want to try Majesty now, because people are saying that, oh, it's so perfect and you know, it's just great on your body and you know, it's just great. So I'm really looking forward to trying out another Ernie Ball guitar. The one that I tried was probably just a lemon, you know? Kimberly Moore. Hello, Lon Louise. I'm a Whammy. I wanted to know if you two ever played MMORPGs together. My husband and I play together all the time, World of Warcraft especially. No, we never played games like that together, but we do play, you know, Mario Kart, we can play that, and you know, some party games and stuff like that. Louise is not playing as much games as she did back in the day, but I mean, occasionally we play a Switch party game or whatever just to have fun. So, but no World of Warcraft or anything like that. No Diablo. I don't play games like that even. I need a quick in and out type of game if I want to game, because I can really afford to spend a shit ton of hours playing World of Warcraft, basically. And that was, yes, the last question. And if you come this far, you are a true hero. And this has been a really fruitful FAQ. I got to know Ginger Beer, which I like now, good for me. I also have the new Zelda game, Link's Awakening remake, and a new Switch so I can sit and play it. And it's a good day, man. So with that said, thank you so much, and hope that your day is just as awesome as mine. Remember, go drink some coffee. It's the International Coffee Day today. Okay? Thank you so much. Bye.